Welcome back. The Miranda family roots run deep here. Lin-Manuel's mother and father both grew up here. Lin-Manuel spent summers here with his grandparents, and the family comes back here all the time. In fact, Lin says he wants to start a tradition where his kids start coming to Puerto Rico every year. It's interesting, we had a great conversation with Luis Miranda, who is Lin's biggest supporter, father/sidekick, and guidance counselor. Every time Lin gets inspired by something, he almost always attributes some bit of his success or inspiration to his father. So it was interesting when we sat down with Luis Miranda and he told us about the last-minute decision to move the musical from the University of Puerto Rico here to the facility in San Juan. Listen to this. So you set up for a month and everybody went away for the holidays.
Yep.
Come back ready to perform and
Yep.
you say, we're gonna move.
Yeah,
and you have a week to get ready.
The great thing about it is not me. Jeffrey Seller says. So he is the big boss. So
Right,
Jeffrey
right.
Seller says, we're
Right.
and then people just do the impossible.
What went wrong?
I think as getting the letter from the union, we got the letter.
Right.
And then we began discussions
Right.
about, wait, is something going to happen? And I actually went and met with the union twice.
But when you say is something going to happen, just so people at home get it, like what was the worry you had of if this happens?
The letter ended up saying, and I'm paraphrasing, there are real problems at the University of Puerto Rico, and we want to advise you, the letter was for Lin-Manuel, that bad things, protests can happen around your production. Then we started asking questions, and I'm leaving one of those meetings, and I'm with the local producer. 3 students come by. One of them recognizes me for something that we did in East Harlem, some murals that we did with Melissa Mark Viverito in East Harlem.
This is important.
And the local producer, we're literally about to leave, give our credentials, and Ender asked the student, so what do you think about this whole thing about should we leave the university, should we stay at the university? Because articles had started to appear. And the student says, oh, this is something that we're discussing all the time. Like entire lectures in political science, and the other one was in some other, are about should Hamilton come to the University of Puerto Rico? Should we be paying homage to Hamilton, who represents capitalism and sort of colonialism that Puerto Rico has lived through since 1898? And then I'm like, oh my God, this kid is discussing this in his class rather than be learning the material that he should be learning.
Listen, you could have heard the outcries and said, you know what? Sorry, we're too far in. We're too invested to back out now. But you didn't. Why?
Because the mere chance that something could happen, if it happened, it would be irresponsible to let it be. So, at the end of the day, you need to do what is right for most people, even if you inconvenience a few. And at the end of the day, we inconvenience 6,000 people. Most of them are going to see the show another time. And it's just better to make the decision, inconvenience a few, and make sure that things go without any difficulties. And the Hamilton experience that everyone sees in New York, in Chicago, in London, and through the tours, it's the experience that every Puerto Rican sees in Puerto Rico.
Just ahead, the story that developed as soon as we arrived in Puerto Rico, where the lead FBI agent on the island declared there is a crisis of violence. Also, an encore performance of our CBSN original documentary, where we follow the exodus of Puerto Ricans leaving the island, headed to the mainland.